Start recording again. Leave. Alright, I think next on the chopping block is a man named Guery Ortega. Oh, Jason, I haven't played with you because you can't play, so you know? Alright. Gary, your best is tank, I'm thinking. If your best is healer, I really don't know. So, I'm gonna do 2 maps for you. One for Blizzard World and one for Busan. I'm gonna watch your healer for Busan, I believe. You were here, right? Yeah, Gary, you were in Mercy. I gotta say, your Mercy gameplay, if you were playing Birth at 1 playing Mercy, was actually pretty incredible. I actually didn't know you were playing Mercy at the time because you didn't talk very much, but that's okay. Just in general, something I've noticed is that you can call out things a little bit more. Like when you Reinhardt chatter, sometimes you don't call it, or how many you've gotten, or it did well. Like if you don't want to say anything just because you don't want to float your own boat, that's fine. But okay, also that was dumb. You didn't latch onto a teammate. Still might though. No, you didn't. No, well, now you're really far behind, and that's not great. You see that Tracer? You want to do something about it. You want to heal Ben, but he didn't. You couldn't heal him, so you res him. You almost died to that Tracer, and you're about to. Okay. Okay. That just kind of happens. You didn't tether onto somebody because you were doing something, so oh well. Let's speed this up. Let's see here. I just want to see how your Mercy gameplay is. I might just take a look and see that it's worse than your tank, and I think it is, but oh well. So staying in the back, that's good. You should go for those DPS, get them healed. Now as soon as someone's full health, they start damage boosting. And once they start falling, you heal them again. Like damage boost now. But you're not. You're looking for low targets to heal. And that's not a terrible plan, I guess, but getting someone damage boosted can really swing a fight. Like just then, when he charged, he could have been damage boosted. I don't know who it was, but once charge connects, it does extra damage, which is actually pretty value. Something I talked about with you and Ben is that you're a little like in the okay. You valked into a charging Rhine. Not much to say there. You got Valkyrie. People got shattered. You started wanting to heal Nick, but you couldn't. And you vowed to try to dodge the Rhine, but you just couldn't because the hitbox is big. That happens. Oh well. Alright, you're coming back as Ana, which is good. Eh, that was a mess sleep. You had no okay, nading there on me would have been great, but honestly, I think the intent was there. You just didn't have a mechanical aim for this. That's fine. Could have been good sleep. That was actually a solid flick. He just had a shield up at the time, which is fine. You should have backed up more. Something I want to make very clear to you while you're playing Ana, if you are, which you're probably not, because Ben is best at Ana. Let me just do something here. If you're playing Ana, you want to do your healing from like here or over here. You don't want to be like here on the ground. You want to be up here and just kind of stay here or over here, because you want to be out of the fight but still doing as much as you could be while you're in it, so that way you don't take damage. But that's fine. I think I've seen about as much as if your healer as you want. I'm going to take a look at your tank gameplay, because this is what you're going to be playing, I'm guessing. You were on Blizzard World. And I gotta if I remember correctly, the gameplay was good. Got a lot of good shadows here. Gerger. So you're playing Rhine. Also, don't take any of this personally. I'm being just as hard on you as everyone else. I'm just, I'm just giving all the mistakes you're making at the best of my ability. Jason's saying to take it personally. Just don't, please. I'll make your video about 20 to 30 minutes long, or just this game, because we only played a few. But I think I can gather as much as I need from this one gameplay, because I remember it was pretty stellar, but you made some mistakes. I wasn't really paying attention at the time, because I was just trying to win. But still. Anyways, You decided to charge, but you hit the wall. I'm assuming you're going for the statue, but you didn't. That was a good fire strike. Do they have a diva? I don't know. Oh well. Hold on, I gotta take a shit. Oh yeah, Jason, I can't pause the recording. I can cut it out of the video later, but I think it'll be more funny if I just do that. Anyways. Oh, Gary, what number are you? F10. Okay. Your shield's down, so you're not shielding your team, that's fine. You're just trying to let it recharge. Focusing a little bit too much on that number. Maybe want to just use it a little bit crazy. That's okay. It's good that you resisted yourself from charging there. Beautiful fire strike. Okay, I would move back now, but you're going for the pillar for cover. That's fine. You should fire strike left. You would get into more people, but you decided to fire strike right because you didn't like the Brian pushing forward. That was fine. It kind of pushes him back a little bit. If you're not protecting someone, this is hard to explain. But if you're not currently trying to push forward, if you don't keep your shield up, it stays alive more. It doesn't really make any sense what I'm saying, but like, and last time I can show you in a custom game after this match. Actually, I'll show you later. But like, yeah, you're actually kind of low. Never mind, that was fine. Because with Reinhardt, I'm really gonna pick apart your shatters, your charges, your fire strikes, and your shield placement. Other than that, but I'm not looking for aim or for fire strikes. I'm looking for timing. Same thing with charges. If they don't connect, that's okay. That comes with time. I want to see good timing on them. So dodging that was good. Nick was hurt. You couldn't do anything about it though, so that's fine. Fire strike, keep the shield up. Whenever some enemy Ryan fire strikes, it's always good to drop your shield and then jump out of the way. Alright, charge him now. Yup. Beautiful confirm. Now you start pushing forward. That was a good fire strike. Although keep in mind, you can keep your fire strike on ready all the time because you have shatter now. Good. You probably called for nano then. Okay. Hold on. I'm not saying that was bad. I like the charge. I just want to see if this was something you could have reacted to, or if it was something that the shield placement was up. Okay, shield is coming out now. Okay, so you couldn't have reacted to that. Shield came out. You didn't see it. You shattered, but it came out a second too early. You hear... Why are you shielding backwards? That's my question. Was something hitting you? No. Oh well. Swing at the Mercy. You hit her. That was a good spin. I like that. F10. Does charge come off cooldown? No. But you can. Okay, see how that swing was a little early? And she survived. She didn't get hit by it because of invincibility frames. You gotta be ready. When they start moving, they can be hit. That was a good fire strike, though. That could have been a good charge, but it missed. And that was good timing on it because there was only one. Okay, so right now, as Reinhardt, I would be up more instead of staying on point. because more people, the people in the back, like the Hanzo and the Ana, should be on point. If they aren't, just yell at them. But okay, so right now, I want to make something very clear to everyone, and it's a mistake that we made on Blizzard World. All right. Right now, the thing is open, but no one was moving it. Here, let me point this out. How long was this? Okay. Payload opens. I'm back here. I'm doing something. I don't remember. I was AFK. People start pushing up, and that's great. I was AFK. I was looking at the point, and I was like, oh, I'll spray and start pushing point. But then I was like, oh, it's taking a while. Hold on. I'll have someone else do it. Surely someone else will. I saw Lucio. He was like, oh, yeah, sure. So I had to come back here and start pushing the point. But I was like, oh, here, let me push up with my team. But right now, you were holding your shield up, you did good damage, and I think there was a good fire strike in there as well because you hit a turret. But no one was on point. Now, Gary, this isn't a fault of your part. I'm saying just yell at your team, or not yell at your team, but just say, hey, we gotta move cart. Or do it yourself, I don't care. But because you don't really need to be in here, because this space is not something you're fighting for yet, because the cart isn't even here. If the cart was, like, say, like right here, then you start holding your shield up. But otherwise, just like work around this corner. Use this corner as an invincible shield, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now people are on cart, right? And that's great because I had to push people up to it. Now let's put this back in normal speed. And I'm gonna focus on guery again. You went for those turrets. That was smart. Just didn't happen. But when you hear shatter, you should try to block it. That's fine. Let me speed this up again. Holding shield to Torbolt is smart because it blocks it and prevents it from going any further. Okay, so right now I said, okay guys, you can get over the lava. And you could. And you almost died to it because of the pole. And it was good that you heard me. It's just that you should have held shield there for one thing. You could have survived. But you lost the fight. Yeah, you lost the fight, so it's okay. You would have died anyways. You almost have Shatter now, so it's always a good time to call out that Shatter's coming in soon. Killed that person, which was good. See that turret. See, now you're going left. You're chasing after the Torb, which is kind of dumb. And that charge was really scary. And the reason that we ulted is why you stayed alive. So had you not ulted, also the fact that you're not shouting here, I love. The fact that you're not shouting here is actually splendid. Because had you shattered there, we would have wasted that ult hard. But you didn't, and that was really good. Okay, so now now you have that shatter to save here, which is just really, really solid. You're gonna fire strike here. You really shouldn't have, because we got point and you already have ult. So, like, doing damage is always cool, but oh well. It's something that Rein players would do naturally. Okay, so Reinhardt shares Barry's block, and you saw it, and you shattered, and that was just, Sextuple kill. You teabagged into the fire, but I don't really care. That was, you made up for it for that wonderful shatter, and that was beautiful game sense. Right now, I wouldn't be on point. I would say, you tell someone, oh, be on point or whatever. I usually do that, but it happens. And being on point isn't the worst thing in the world. Now there's a Bastion, right? So you want to go for cover, but instead you try to use your shield, which is good and all, but it is taking a while. That was a good charge. Because how sleeps work, I would have given a little bit more time on the charge just to make sure you line it up right. You just did it immediately, which is not something I can really fault you for. I probably would have done the same. Just looking around corners and making sure that you actually have the leverage to do so. Good fire strike, put up the shield. And then that gave On a time to shatter, time to sleep him, which is good. And you go for the squishies here. Now, you could have blocked the shatter from the enemy, but you didn't. And I think it works out because you build shatter because you know you have it. And you hit somebody. That works well. And you bully the Sarissa. And you see there's a Bastion to your left right now. He's not killing you for some reason, which is actually pretty cool. Because he died, actually. Never mind. But oh well. See? That was great tank work. It was just a few things on the shield. Let's take a look here.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so they're teleporting, and you should try to hear that to the best of your abilities. If you can't, that's okay. You may want to turn your sounds up more. That's what I do. But there's some people to your right, and they're trying to kill. So right now, I wouldn't shield this sim. I would have tried to swing at her. So that was a bit of a misplay. So now, yeah, you're putting up your shield against like Sims and Winston's, which really does nothing. You're just putting it up because it's instinctive. That was good. You blocked a sleep. I don't know if that was intentional. Something I want to talk about with that charge. I know, and you know it was bad. I know it was bad, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing about charging, right? The D.Va just charged away, so you could have connected with it, but you didn't. Now, but what happened is that the thing I really want to point out is that you charge and you miss, and that's fine, right? But you were turning for this hit thing here, but instead you decided you stopped and went here. Now, had you hit this pillar, you would have been stopped earlier, and you could have contributed to the fight more. So if you miss a charge, just find something you can hit, and just hit into it, and then you'll be okay. But if you go too far, then you're just gonna end up dying, or being out of the fight. So your entire team dies, and you eventually die. All right, that was my spiel. Back to it. F10. Good decision making around the turrets. Just teleporting, and you decide, yep, fire strike, that's good. Okay, this is where I say play on point, and this is mainly directed to you, Lucio, and myself. So, and Zarya, obviously. But, you want to play on point now because the shield is dumb. You could have charged that well good, but you didn't see it, so you couldn't confirm it. So you're probably going to get bullied off the ledge map here. Yeah. So, had you charged when you charge a little bit later, you would have been able to see it and confirm it a little bit better. So charging late kind of works a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's take a look here. You almost have Shattered, so you're trying to charge in, and you're trying to go for the test. Use a Fire Strike, try to hit somebody. There's a Pharah, and it's kind of wrecking your team. Now, when Pharah's near you, it's never a bad idea to start swinging your hammer, unless you're kind of low, but even so. You want to Fire Strike her, but you can't. She gets out of your way. Don't charge here, please. See, that was... You know, it worked. And the fact that you didn't shatter here was actually pretty smart. I mean, you could have, and you would have capitalized a little bit more. But, no, it was smart. You saved the shatter. It was good. But, what I'm saying is that because you charged there, we had to bail you out with a graviton. Had you not charged, we could have just chilled on point. They may have started pushing, and that would have been a little bad, but, like, that was a charge where you had no clear targets, and you were just going it for the luck of a Charal and hoping that someone drops into it. They didn't, and that's what happened. That's why you missed it. And you're starting to take a ton of damage. But oh well. So you're blocking the fire bullets, that's good. You're just Lucio Sound Barrier, and you're trying to go for a Pharah with a Fire Strike. Now you're looking a little bit too much at the Pharah, I'd say. That was a good shot. See, that was good. Because there's a lot of people. And you're going to connect with somebody. Kill the Moira, don't go after that Mercy, and you're about to be bullied. I killed the Pharah, and you almost have Shatter. You want to communicate with your team that you do have, in fact, have Shatter, because that could have. You have to save the point with that. So you want to do that with comms. You weren't able to do so, which is fine. There's a lot of people who are currently on point, and we win the fight. But had we not won the fight, I wanted you to be able to continue communicate. Oh, team, I have Shatter, so I can contest in a bit if you want, or whatever kind of thing. And that was your VOD review. So there is one thing I want to show you when it comes to Reinhardt, and it's kind of complicated, but I think I can make this simple, right? So you have Reinhardt's shield, right? But you want to use your shield kind of like this. When you're pushing up, you want to hold your shield up. But when you're over here, you don't need to hold up your shield. And if you want to look around the corner, we'll just do that. Wait, just do that. Because then your shield doesn't take any damage. But like right now, like I can shield these bullets here because it's hurting my team, right? And we start pushing up, start doing damage. But if you're behind this pillar here, and your entire team is, which they aren't, but you know, imagine they were. Imagine your team is behind this pillar. You don't want to hold up your shield because then you're just taking damage with the shield. That's no good. You just want to play around this pillar, use it as cover, and then when you need to, use your shield to block bullets. And that will be your VOD review. We're all set there.